This week on The Snack, shocking breakups, more Epstein Files, and the best Super Bowl foods.
This is a Dear Media production.
Enjoy!
Hi. Happy Bad Bunny week to all who celebrate. Big week for Bad Bunny.
Huge
the
week.
Grammy, the first Spanish album to win Album of the Year, and Super Bowl halftime. I mean, it's his week, so I just want to all hail the king.
We're really, really excited for this performance.
I know. And we are pretty makeup free today. If you guys are, just don't zoom in. We are coming straight from our Daxify Botox appointment with Dr. Barrett. So I just couldn't put anything on these injection
face?
Yeah, I didn't want to put like concealer in my injection points. I don't think it matters. I don't know.
I actually don't know, but I've been away for like 2 weeks. I was home for 24 hours. I slept for like 12 of them, maybe 13. All I've done in LA is sleep and get Botox.
Yeah. So we had some nice time there though. We were like cutting up with everybody. It really is such a delight.
No, every time we go in there, they're like, oh my God, Ashley, how's marriage? Raina, how's the tour? How's everything? You girls look so beautiful. No one can tell how old you are. Like, it's just, I mean, if you guys can ever go get Botox at Dr. Barrett's office, it'll make your day.
Barrett. Yeah, just mention us. They'll give you a discount. So that's where we are coming from. And just coming back from frigid Florida. We will talk about it on Monday.
You cannot believe you're even saying that.
We were in a historically cold Florida cold front. It was so upsetting.
Well, I left New York, the blizzard of New York, to go to Florida.
Miami.
What the fuck is this?
Miami, I want to be clear.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even have said Florida. Miami, which is supposed to be hot.
You looked at me with my 2 giant suitcases in the airport and you go, how much did you use? None. I never went anywhere. The only time I left my friend's apartment I was staying at was to like...
In New York, you mean?
Yeah, in New York. The only time I left was to like go do some comedy shows, come home, and then we went to Miami and I didn't need clothing. I wore like the same 3 sweatshirts.
So
we're safe back in LA for now.
Not the same 3 bikinis. But we'll talk about your tour kickoff and everything for Monday. Okay. So stay tuned.
Well, we'll thank our partners and just get right into it. Thank you to Skims. Get our favorite bras and underwear at skims.com/GGE, and BetterHelp. Get 10% off at betterhelp.com/GGE.
And thank you to Hers. Get support that actually reflects your needs. Start your free intake at forhers.com. And Helix. Get 27% off site-wide at helixsleep.com/GGE.
And just a quick thing, next week is Valentine's Day, and Ashley and I own a sex toy company. Lots of stuff you could put in your mouth and your bodies and all your holes. And
you started with mouth, which
Stuck on a vibrator. Yeah. But if you guys want to just get like the spiciest, most fun gift for yourself, for a partner, or for Galentine's, vibesonly.com. We have tons of different products. So if you like different sensations, if you want something in your beehole or sucking on your clit, or you want a cock ring, we have something for everybody. And I can't say this enough. The packaging is so beautiful and high end. People cannot believe how beautiful this is. So it is a perfect gift for somebody that you respect. Or somebody you want to disrespect.
Or just totally. That should be our new tagline. For people you respect and disrespect.
Actually, for someone who you respect that you want to disrespect.
Wait, hold on. How about this? Respect yourself, disrespect someone else. Vibes only. Okay, and then I think today on the Vibes Only Instagram, we are posting a video I did for the Bond Band, which is my favorite partner toy. The best cock ring. It's one size fits all, adjustable cock tie, really truly for any size penis. And Shashank, my husband, helped me out a little bit with the video. You'll see he makes a cameo. His
penis,
his member makes the cameo. One of his appendages makes the cameo. And I was like, we were filming that video, and I was like, well, we're gonna use this right after, like in my head, and like sure enough, we did. And he was like, Ashley, that thing should be illegal. Because it feels so good for him, but even more for me. Like, it is the best toy we sell. And this was something I also pioneered. I tested it, and we've just revamped it. It's a new color. It's new and improved, but it is incredible. So the Bond Band is my pick if you guys are just buying one thing you want to respect yourself and disrespect someone else with.
Yeah. So if you have loved ones you want to disrespect... or hated ones. If you somebody you want to hate, or if
the language you're using today is just all I'm obsessed. Loved ones, mouths, just all the things.
You want to stick something in your beehole, but also if you're rolling solo, my favorite are the Air Pulse toys. So those just suck on your clit essentially. And we have the Debbie, the Scarlet, and the Raina. So we have different ones that are good for travel. 2-ended ones. Those are my favorite. I just literally black out from the orgasms. They're so great. So vibesonly.com. Today is the last day for ground shipping. We offer overnight and express as well, but today is the last day for that.
And go show that real some love at Vibes Only. Okay, so let's kick it off with a breakup report. So this one is especially important to me. We'll get to it, but there's, I care about breakups on different levels, and we do breakup reports all the time, but just strap in for this one.
Well, you had said something earlier, like I don't care about huge celebrity breakups, and I totally agree. They not like us.
Yeah.
I don't care about them.
Rana, please don't bring up Kendrick on Bad Bunny Week. Okay, so the first one, we'll just breeze through it, but I'm sad. Bella Hadid broke up with her cowboy boyfriend.
Yeah, so this is sort of interesting. She had moved to Texas to live with her mom, Yolanda, who was living there with her then fiance. They've since also broken up, but she moved down there to just kind of like reset and be one with the earth. I don't know. And she met him like the next night after she'd moved there, and they were together for 2 years. And, you hate to see a breakup. And this guy... his name was, listen, I'm going to butcher it. Let me try this. Aiden Benuelos.
Okay. I would have maybe done Adon.
I thought Adon, but it's probably
Adan. Well, however you guys want to say it. He's not giving like exotic name. No, his mugshot. Yes, I know.
Okay,
I just saw it. Okay, so let's call him AB. AB for short.
AB.
Cowboy AB.
So they break up, and the next day he is arrested for public intoxication.
Listen, we've all been there.
If I fumbled Bella Hadid, I would never be sober again.
100%.
If I just was this cowboy in Texas, I would never recover.
Like his vibe is he outkicked his coverage. He's giving Lana Del Rey's airboat guide boyfriend.
Yes.
Like the same. Like they fumble these women. Yeah, you're getting fucking hammered.
Try me. I'd be in jail immediately. I can't believe you waited a whole day.
Oh my God.
I would go straight to jail.
Straight to the bottle.
His mugshot we'll put up on the screen. It's poor guy. I mean, it is a crazy mugshot.
I mean, I'm sure he's like sexy cowboy. Like I like them together. The same as I like Lana Del Rey and the Florida Gator guy.
I love cowgirl fashion. It's my favorite. I mean, just put me anywhere in the world doing cowgirl stuff. I don't need to go shopping. I'm ready.
Reverse.
Book the trip.
Specifically.
I didn't do any of that this weekend. Oh my God. Okay, so best of luck to both of them. We hope they're both happy.
So now
actually, I don't care about him.
Now our Super Bowl of breakups. No, I'm kidding. I don't like to take pleasure in anyone's pain. I'm just fascinated. So my favorite type of celeb gossip is more niche. It's influencer. I'm so much more invested in that because those people give you so much more of their lives the same way that we do. Like you never know what's going on with super A-list, rich, wealthy. Like you could never possibly know.
Totally.
But for people that really show you their lives and
whose friends we know that we can text.
Yeah, and we can get the tea. But anyway, so Danielle Bernstein, who is the founder of We Wore What, and her fiance broke up. And if you guys don't know her, I mean, just get invested. Like she has had a controversial past. We don't need to dive into that today, but she is a fashion designer, influencer, or like an original New York City it girl, influencer, fashion girly. And we talked about her recently because she got engaged in this elaborate engagement, and she did this engagement party that was truly like anyone else's wedding in terms of the cost, the food, the tastings, the entertainment, the outfits. And then she did a registry. I don't know what to call it. Basically, she did like outfits that people could purchase, and it was super controversial. And people were like, why would you do this? This is so high maintenance. This is so out of touch. And we respected it because people want to know what to wear to events. And we talked about this a little while back, and then they had the engagement party, and it was insane. I mean, it looked like anyone else's wedding, more elaborate than most people's wedding.
So I've been following her for a really long time, maybe like 12 years. She was one of the OG fashion girlies, like right out of, I think she went to NYU. And I started following her like back then. And I watched her like launch this fashion line and her last breakup. But this guy has been in her content for about 2 years. He's a really big part of her content. He always has been in the reels. And she really like did so much content around this engagement party in October and the tastings for it and the dresses and picking out the locations. And he's in all of it. I mean, I wouldn't say it's so much more content than anybody. I think people like this content. I think when you're getting married, people root for you. They want it. That's what's going to perform.
My wedding content, the month of my wedding, you wouldn't even 20 million views on my Instagram. Like, and I'm not exaggerating, 20 plus million views in that month specifically when I look at my insights. Like, people do want it. You should lean into it as much as you want. Make it your whole personality. We don't judge. And so she did that. And then one other thing, we never really talked about this, but she did get accused of plagiarizing her engagement party speech. The girl on TikTok was like, that's my exact speech. Her whole career has been plagued by plagiarism and ripping off small designers. I'm not really a fan of her. Raina's more of a fan. But I like to watch.
I'm indifferent.
I like to sip the tea.
Yeah, and all along, and it's just to give you like one more piece of like background. So she's been basically like gutting and renovating and building this like dream home for the two of them. And she's taken everybody along the ride for both things, planning the wedding, getting engaged, and then she got engaged on the roof of this place that she's building for the two of them. I don't know how much she contributed or not, but she kept saying like our dream home, our renovation, our forever home. And then after October, people did started to like kind of realize he's not really in the content. And he wasn't in like New Year's content or Christmas content. And I noticed that in the last couple of weeks, she started saying, my forever home, my renovation. I was like, this is the smoking gun. I bet they broke up.
It's, you know, when hearing you say that, it's like, yeah, I can see where you would go there, but to see it written out, it's so glaring. It would be the same as if I just started saying my home, or sometimes I did say my wedding. I had to correct myself. But like, there is something about it. You know, when people use our and we versus I and my language, like you really do pick up on it. So people were speculating, and understandably so. I mean, where is this guy? And the holidays are very telling if you're not with your partner. And we're not going to out anybody. We know people that know her, obviously, running around New York City, and people were saying, like, I think they're broken up. And we were just like, that would be so crazy because of the level of the engagement and the engagement party. Like, that is, no matter who this happens to, it could be anyone, and I am sad for this. And not because I'm like reveling in a breakup, but it's just like, oh my God. I mean, you broke up after your engagement party. It's crazy.
So I think about this all the time because like anytime somebody quote unquote fails or doesn't get to the finish line of what they want, the initial feeling is I'm so embarrassed, and other people don't think it's embarrassing.
No.
I look back at my engagement ending and I felt so humiliated, and it's not humiliating. It's just not. No. But I honestly like thank God that this happened to me at the time that it did, because I did not have Instagram was just in its infancy when him and I broke up, and I didn't have to take down, I mean, dozens of reels and photos, and I mean, it just didn't exist like that back then, and you couldn't monetize the stuff that you were doing like that. I couldn't have gotten my wedding sponsored back then, my engagement parties, none of that. It didn't exist. So it did feel like I didn't have to like make some statement.
I feel like the only time you're justified in being embarrassed is if, I don't know, if you were on some sort of high horse, we would never break up, like all of y'all, like we're not even, you know, like we're not going to do a prenup because we're never going to break. Like, if for some reason you had dug your heels in on why you're such an elite couple and you'll never break up to the point where other people felt insulted or judged by it, haha. But most people don't do that. I think that breakups happen, and they happen at every single stage, and also divorces. So I just think no one has ever a reason to feel shame around a breakup at any point.
I just have so many friends that have canceled engagements.
The money is tough. If she, like the pain, I mean, that must have been $100,000. Must have been, I bet the engagement party was $200,000. Wouldn't you think? Like, I'm checking what I paid, what people pay. I mean, just recently I planned one. So it's like, I feel like I have a good gauge of like what stuff costs. And so I just don't think there's any way it was under $150,000, and I would say 200.
I can't imagine she had, you guys can see it on her Instagram. It's not pinned anymore, but there are videos of it lower down. And I mean, the venue looked like a wedding venue, the outfits, the food, the tasting looked really expensive. And to throw an event like that in New York City, it can easily run you hundreds of thousands.
So funny. She did a tasting for her engagement party. I didn't do a tasting for my wedding.
Yeah, you refused.
I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. And it was.
So she posted this thing on Saturday. I've been quiet about my personal life, wasn't ready to speak on it. We're stepping away from our relationship with love and respect. There's no big dramatic reasons. Sometimes it's simply not the right forever. I'm not sure what the future holds, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate you giving me my privacy. I thought that, listen, I think that when you're ending an engagement, it is traumatizing and you don't know what to write. I thought it was interesting language.
Stepping away. Like, I'm stepping down from a position. I'm stepping away from a job. It was the first thing I thought of. But I don't judge. I mean, whatever PR language you want to use is fine. You know, all I want to see is a real life breakup announcement, and after much reflection, stepping away. But whatever, like whatever she wants to do is fine. But no big reason, girl. There's a reason. Don't act like you guys had an engagement party. It's a little too casual. But whatever she wants to do, she's not going to tell you the real reason, but we think we know.
You know, who knows what happened here? I don't think that you really owe anybody anything. I know that people have different takes on that. You know, if you have staked your living on sharing everything about yourself and you break up, it's like, well, we want the tea on that too. And I think that you just got to give people time to process it and not come from it from an angle of like anger and whatever time they need to process it.
So people have said like it's about money and it was about the prenup, and I do understand it. And what people are saying is she makes more, and I don't know what they had worked out. I don't know if they want children, but I talked about this. Going through that process, when you get down to it and it's all laid out in front of you, it can be really awkward. It is so invasive. It's so exposing. If you didn't know how much someone made, or you thought someone made more, or you didn't know about their debts, or you had a different idea of how you were going to split things or not split things, if he thought he was going to get more of her wealth, or she didn't know about some debts he had. I'm just speculating here because I've heard, I mean, she's the richer one is all we truly don't know, but I can understand it. And like, in my relationship, we knew we were having a prenup, but we didn't know what it would look like until a month before the wedding. And most people leave it till closer to the wedding. So it's no fault of theirs that they were like, of course we'll do a prenup. And they both agreed to it. And then they actually got in the process and shit started to come out. And I'm, again, just projecting. We were fine, but it was not great to do that. It's just all this is late. I mean, you have to be really solid and you have to be aligned on everything.
Yeah, there's this crazy gray area, and we'll see this more and more and more with influencers because more and more people have this as their actual job that, like, you know, a partner says, I'm a part of your content. I would like to be paid for that, you know? And again, I'm 100% speculating, but if one person has built a brand and is like, I'm making money and you're benefiting from that money, you live in a nicer place than you would have lived in, you take nicer vacations than you would have, you have access to all these things that we don't have to pay for now because it's comped and taken care of. I don't know that I owe you money for that. I built this platform before you got here. But everybody sort of has a leg to stand on here to me. Like, listen, I don't want your husband to ever sue us. But if he ever was like, you a show about dating relationships and you talk about dating relationships and I'm a part of that, I mean, you and I would just lawyer up and sue him into the ground. No, I'm just kidding.
We've talked about this a lot, and I'm fascinated by it as someone in this world too. And again, as someone who just got married and looked at the prenup and all the things. And of course, Shashank knows that he is of value, but we're a partnership. So again, his mind doesn't work like that at all. If I found out that it did during the prenup process, I don't know what would happen. I don't know what would have happened if all of a sudden he was like, but you've been talking about me for years and I am owed some of this. Like, he is a part of my business and I will be a part of his business. And he's built this app. We'll talk about a little later today. We're promoting it. Like, it's all reciprocal. We're in a marriage, and, you know, we did do a prenup and we did divide things up, but I am so curious if that's what it came down to, him being like, I am a part of your business. And sometimes you want to be like, this was here before you and it doesn't change no matter what. Yes, also, people like wedding content, but you haven't elevated the brand that much. Again, this is speculating.
But you're an interchangeable piece of content, unfortunately. The partner is like you, I, her, anybody that's built a business, that's the constant, and the partner is interchangeable. It's like, I would have monetized this no matter who the fuck you were.
Yes. And now I can be in my single bad bitch era. I can do whatever I want. I'm the star. You're a supporting character. Yes. And like, you're going to be with somebody that no matter what you do in your life, I will help you achieve that too. Like, this goes both ways.
Yeah.
Again, we don't know, but
I'm the fixture here. You are interchangeable.
Yeah.
So listen, we don't know. We could be totally wrong.
I mean, but it's just, as someone that I'm not a fan of, like, if this is how it all went down, like, I support her being like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to see anybody break up and go through that, but like, to me, it's not embarrassing. Things happen, money gets in the way. And if I had a partner come to me and say like, you're going to need to ante up a little bit, I'd be like, there's the door.
Yeah. And we support what these prenups and all these laws and stuff are in place for traditionally to protect women who may give up their career and give up future income and certain things to raise a family or to support their male partner building a business. You know, you just have to be aligned. But I always want to be on record being like, we understand women need to be protected, especially when you are having children and being the primary parent who raises them. Mm-hmm. So
So anyways, I guess the message I want to send is for anybody who had a breakup or anything that happened, it's not embarrassing and life goes on, and excited to see women in their bad bitch era.
Yes, and just the circle of life, a new couple on the one couple breaks up and one gets together. We don't want to give too much time and energy to this, but Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton are rumored to be dating, which I've always been such a fan of him, and I actually think they look so good together. He's not that tall. Like, they're just kind of like a short, hot power couple.
They are just like a logical power couple.
Something
to me.
about them physically looks really good.
He's an F1 driver, if you don't know who that is. Lewis Hamilton. He also dated Nicole Scherzinger for many years. They were together. And him and Kim Kardashian go really way back. I don't know how close they are, but there are photos from like 2014 when she was married to Kanye of him with Nicole Scherzinger. So that's why some people are like, this doesn't prove anything. Like, they're just out together. They're pretty publicly out together, like getting out of a car together, going to hotels together. They were, I think, in the UK together first and then followed by Paris. But they do have a pre-existing long time, at least, engagement with each other. Mm-hmm. It's not confirmed, but people think that they're together.
Okay. Well,
I like them together. I feel like F1 is like a sexy step up from like the NBA.
Yeah. Oh, it's so hot right now.
Okay. Well, speaking of Kim, let's do Skims.
Okay.
Skims, longtime partner of ours. I mean, truly my favorite bras and underwear. When I got my third breast reduction, I needed to replace all my bras. The very first thing that I did was buy the Skims Fits Everybody t-shirt bra. It's so comfortable. I wear the ones with underwire. I like to sleep in my bras. I never feel uncomfortable. Like, they're great to sleep in, wear around the house. It's the only bra that I'm not like, can't wait to rip it off after a long day. It's soft. They hold up really well. Tons of colors, tons of sizes. I just love them. And there's so many different like underwear matching sets you can get. So I like the lightweight cotton ruched back hipster. And I also like the jersey full briefs. I think it's like so sexy. I've also bought like t-shirts and bras to match the briefs. I wear them around the house just to be sexy.
Yeah.
Or the pajamas every night.
Yeah.
I wear the soft lounge set in green, red, black. I take them on trips with me. It's my favorite. It's really all I want to wear. So I love the quality. It's great for gifts, and they have tons to choose from in terms of colors and sizing. You can shop our favorite bras and underwear at skims.com, and after you place your order, be sure to let them know that we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. And if you're looking for the perfect gift for your Valentine or for yourself, the Skims Valentine's shop is now open. It has such cute stuff in it.
Okay, and we have a question for the ladies. We think we know your answer, but have you ever felt like something was off in your body, but you couldn't quite explain what? And maybe you've even gone to the doctor. I'm going to the doctor today. And you couldn't get the answers you needed, or you were told everything is fine, but you're like, it's not fine. Something is wrong. I feel like we've all had that moment of like, it's not fine. Something is wrong. So whatever your concern is, from changes in your body to anxiety to perimenopause or menopause symptoms, this is where Hers can help. They are flipping the script and rethinking our outdated healthcare system to finally give women what they deserve, care that is accessible, convenient, built around our real needs, and backed by experts in women's health. So it's really easy to start. You're going to complete a free online medical intake form that goes beyond the basics, so you can explain whatever you're experiencing. And if something feels off, but you aren't sure what, Hers also offers access to in-depth lab testing to give you real clarity. And then if you're eligible, a licensed medical provider will determine right for you treatment plan options, and Hers offers comprehensive care entirely online for the health concerns women don't want to navigate alone. You can reach out 24/7 with any questions or help adjusting your plan. It's care that helps you move forward instead of staying stuck, so feeling like yourself again doesn't feel so far away. So get the support that actually reflects your needs. Start your free intake at forhers.com. That's forhers.com, forhers.com.
Okay, so the Grammys were this past Sunday night. I mean, if I can't watch Nikki Glaser host a show, Trevor Noah is it for me. I think he is so funny. I loved his monologue. And then I wrote down my favorite moments to tell you.
Well, it was the most political award show I've seen in maybe ever. I think that musical artists are always more outspoken than actors. I think they're also just more authentic and more true to themselves.
Sure.
And given the state of the world, I mean, it was so much, and I love to see it. I mean, you had Bad Bunny's speech obviously was such a viral moment, talking about ICE. Shabuzi, Olivia Dean, winning Best New Artist of the Year, talking about being the granddaughter of an immigrant. Justin and Hailey Bieber wore the pins, the Ice Out pins. Billie Eilish just went all the way off, and Phineas. And they were not the only ones. And so I did like seeing that part of it. It felt like the Grammys, we all had a common enemy, and that's ICE. Biggest loser of the night, fucking ICE. Literally one big loser.
Last year, the Grammys was all about the fires in LA.
Oh my God.
And I just cried my way through the Grammys.
Oh my God,
it was
right.
a real roller coaster of
firefighters.
I watched the Grammys. I was like so in my bed, just so hype, and then like crying back and forth, oscillating. And this year, yeah, you're so right. Like music artists just they feel so much more empowered to like make these statements.
Yeah.
And, we said this last week. We'll say it until this podcast gets shut down. But it's so important for people to speak out.
Yes.
And those people give other people permission to
yep.
speak to people in their lives. And I just thought I think it's really brave. It's becoming more and more brave to speak out.
But music has always been so political. And we didn't talk about this yet, but while we're here, Green Day doing the Super Bowl opening, like I love this. Green Day and Bad Bunny. Like I love the memes that were like, first of all, Bad Bunny's an American, he's a Puerto Rican, we don't need to go on this road again. But people were like, we need someone American or we need someone white. And the Super Bowl was like, here, damn, take Green Day. They're the most, besides Rage Against the Machine. Truly.
You picked me up today. You were playing Green Day in the car.
I'm at Green Day all week, just getting ready. So I loved that. And anyway, but yes, let's talk about our favorite moments.
Okay, so here's my couple favorite moments. Lady Gaga just coming up behind Bad Bunny to hug him. Have you seen these memes where she comes up behind him and she taps on the shoulder and he looks like he's kind of going to be a little annoyed and he leans his head back to kind of like see who it is. And when he sees it's her, he just lets his head like drop back onto her. And it's like such a cute, sweet moment. I didn't know they were like buds like that. It was this really beautiful like moment between the two of them.
Right, like so real.
I loved watching Cat's Eye just do gnarly. I could watch them dance forever. Sabrina Carpenter, she just always looks like she's having so much fun.
She is.
No one is having more fun than my little pixie. She is just like having the time of her life.
She is you. You always try to deny it. I'm like, that is you.
No, that is me.
Okay.
She is me. I am her. She's like so sexual and funny and she's just always having fun. And obviously Justin Bieber in his boxers just on the stage. I mean, he's not going to be put in an outfit. He can't be held down. He showed up in the baggiest suit of all time. It was like a foot too long on him. And he was like, you know what? Let me slip into these boxers for my performance.
I mean, I liked people talking about the symbolism of it and just it's stripped down. I mean, he sang the song Yukon stripped down. There was a mirror on the stage. Like people were just like, this is him in his bedroom, and then people were also comparing it to how the music industry has stripped him apart too. And I have mixed feelings on him and Hailey Bieber, but I've been such a long time and I like Hailey Bieber too, but it's nothing about her. I just have been such a long time fan of Justin Bieber, just the vocals. I mean, the music, like, I just have so much respect for a career that long. Like he has just been around since he was a kid. It's always hard to make the transition from kid to adult. And last night we were cooking dinner and I was like, babe, play Swag 2. Like I hadn't really gotten into Swag 2 that much.
I don't think I have.
I mean, Swag 1, but I loved Swag and then Swag 2. Like I am just such a fan and whatever the reason for doing that, I support it. I loved the cameras could not stay off of Hailey Bieber.
I loved it. I mean, I like to see them act like they like each other. She seemed happy and good. Like that's my man. She's just like clipping at the camera. I love it.
Yeah. Chappell Roan's tits. So Chappell Roan was my whole feed as the red carpet started. She wore this outfit, which I only realized yesterday that it was a sheer dress. I just thought her tits were out. And Rain and I were like, are you allowed to do that? I mean, I thought you had to go at least Lil' Kim pasties. Like she had nipple rings with the dress hanging off of the nipple rings and just her full tits. Her tits are amazing.
Oh my God. I mean, the best tits of the night, the best tits in Hollywood.
And I'm in full support of this. Like free the nip. If that's what you want to do. It's surprising because we always see her really covered up. This was a real departure.
Okay, it looked really uncomfy though to hang a dress off of your nipples.
I can't like nipple piercings. I could cry thinking about that pain and
hanging a dress off your nipple piercings.
Stop.
I thought that she was naked. There is like a sheer thing, but like that still had to be attached to her boobies.
Yes, maybe the dress was like keeping it up. No, we know a guy that got one of his nipple piercings ripped out. I can't even think about it without like dry heaving. So I loved it, and she made a statement about like, what's the big deal? People are all up in arms. Girl, don't. tits out on the red carpet. I mean, I'm not like, oh, I'm not clutching my pearls, but don't act like what's the big deal? Like, you know what you were doing. It's Lil' Kim, it's J-Lo green dress. Like, it was a moment.
Kanye's wife got evicted from the Grammys last year.
So people were saying that, like, why did they have to leave? First of all, wasn't her pussy out? Second of all, they weren't invited.
They weren't invited.
Yeah, they were like removed for different reasons. Okay, Cher, chaos. That was insane. Cher announced Luther winning, which was Kendrick Lamar and SZA, but got all twisted up and was like, I thought it was gonna be on the teleprompter, and then she said Luther Vandross as the winner. Like, I literally, right? Like, we need more Cher day to day.
Yeah, but like, she's like, I can't feed you that often. Like,
You're right.
She gives you a little bit of Cher here and there, and every time we get a little bit of Cher, you're like, this is insane.
No, you're so right. She keeps us wanting more, but like, Cher could heal the world. Like, that was so chaotic. And then SZA,
Luther Vandross, she doesn't give a fuck.
But then SZA and Kendrick Lamar, they're like, we know we're the winners, and Luther would love this. Like, it was just their responses to it were really funny. And then Trevor Noah made an amazing joke, an unbelievable no notes joke about Trump buying Greenland because he can't go to Epstein Island anymore. Something like it was perfect. And then Trump's like, I'm going to sue you, threatening him, saying crazy stuff. I'm going to have so much fun with you. Like, it's so sick. Threatening a comedian. This isn't a surprise, obviously, but like, yet again, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm hyper triggered by this because you and I speak about this for a living.
Right.
We're comedians, we're media figures. You know, when he went after Jimmy Kimmel, that was one of like the darkest days of my life. I cried the whole day. Like, I cried the whole week. It's to think that like the president of the United States is making statements that he can't even take a joke about himself anymore. I mean, this is what all comedy is based on, making fun of politicians. You know, this is not some damning horrible thing. There's 3 million more pages of the Epstein Files. He's in them. You know, it's
40,000 times.
This is not like this is not debatable. He just is, and to see the highest person in the land say this stuff, it scares me. It makes me sick. It's very upsetting. It's very triggering, obviously. So, I mean, it goes without saying, we find this tremendously troubling.
Yeah, and the arrest of Don Lemon, I mean, that really fucking took me out this past weekend, and we don't need to dive into it. And I'm sure, you know, if you guys are aligned with us, you feel the same way, but that was really tough. Independent journalists, like people who aren't protected by these big organizations being targeted. It's horrific. So anyway, we loved Trevor Noah, everything he did. He really took shots. I think he was saying, like, it's my last year, I don't give a fuck, which that's like a great energy. Mm-hmm. But I loved the Grammys for a lot of reasons. And I thought there was a lot of great looks. I thought people took a lot of risks on the red carpet and the Bad Bunny of it all. And it was great.
Yeah, it was great.
And we're just going to take another quick break and we will get back into it. I am telling you guys about Helix. Oh my God, Raina slept so hard last night. Where we stayed in Florida, 2 of the 3 nights, bad sleep, rough sleep, couldn't complain enough. And I could not wait to get home to my Helix mattress. Slept so hard last night. These are the mattresses that we have. We have them in our bedrooms, in our guest bedrooms. Our families have them. I've made sure everywhere I could ever sleep has a Helix mattress for me to sleep on. My parents' house, my brother's house, because it really is just so, so important. I mean, sleep is truly, I feel like at this point, the most important thing in my life. It wasn't always. I was like, I can get off on I can survive.
Get off anywhere.
I can get off anywhere. No, I can survive on 5 hours of sleep. No, I can see it in my face. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my brain. It feels foggy. Like, it just matters so, so much. So we love Helix. I have the Midnight Luxe mattress. I have a Moonlight Luxe in my guest bedroom. We love the Dusk Luxe as well. I think Raina might have one of them. She never really knows. I always have to be laying on her mattress to tell her what it is. But you have the mattress pad that's so incredible from Helix.
I have the pillows, the mattress pad, the mattresses. And I got home last night and slept for 10 hours. Yeah. It's like, I crave that mattress.
Yes, the Guaf Queen. Okay. You will get on their website and take a really brief sleep quiz that is going to match you with the perfect mattress based on your personal preferences and your sleep needs. If you sleep on your side, your back, or your stomach, or you roll around, or you sleep hot, you sleep with someone else in the bed. They have kids mattresses, plus size mattresses, free shipping, seamless delivery, very, very easy. They've won tons of awards. It is the most awarded mattress brand. There's a happy with Helix guarantee, risk-free, customer first experience designed to ensure you're completely satisfied with your new mattress. 120-night sleep trial and limited lifetime warranty. So we are obsessed with it. And again, the Midnight Luxe, I believe, has been rated best for sex. I can confirm, great for sex. So whatever you guys are into, firm, medium, hard sex, or mattresses, you guys are going to love your Helix. So you guys can go to helixsleep.com/GGE for 27% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/GGE for 27% off site-wide. Make sure you enter our show name after the checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/GGE.
Okay, and this episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. So sometimes it can feel like everybody kind of has their love life together, and February specifically is Valentine's Day, and there's so many themes of love. And I mean, I certainly know what it looks like to look around and like you're like everybody's in a relationship, everybody's married, and to look inside and say like, what do I want? How do I find my way? What does the perfect relationship look like for me? And therapy can really help you find your way and determine what you want, what feels heavy in your body and good in your body, and how to take some pressure off of yourself. So at BetterHelp, you can find quality therapists that work according to a strict code of conduct. They are fully licensed in the U.S., and they have a therapy match commitment. So BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on therapy goals. You're going to take a short questionnaire, and it'll identify like what your preferences are. And again, you know, therapy is for so many things, but I think so many of us are like, I just want to find romantic love. It's really important to me. And whether you're in a relationship that you want to leave or improve, or you've been single for quite some time and you want to focus on what you're looking for, this is a great month to do it. And BetterHelp is a great platform to do it with. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 6 million people globally, and it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on 1.7 million client reviews. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/GGE. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GGE.
Okay, so in the theme of the Super Bowl and the Patriots who are in the Super Bowl.
That's just crazy.
Oh, you didn't know where I was going with this?
Transition.
Yeah, so the Patriots and the Seahawks are in the Super Bowl, but we are going to talk about a former Patriot, Tom Brady, who, Raina, you know, I think Tom Brady's a robot, and I think he's glitching. I think something's going on, and we're seeing it play out on social media.
So he posted these 2 Instagram stories last Sunday. I think the vibe was like, what do people do on Sundays?
No, like he doesn't know what people do on the Sunday before the Super Bowl, and Tom Brady is at home. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
Of course, hang out with his kids.
Kiss his kids on the mouth.
Text with Alex Earl.
Yeah.
So he posted 2 Instagram stories. He took the second one down. The first one, it's a selfie of him on the couch, laying back with his like arm above his head. This is exactly how I posted on Thirst Trapping, obviously.
100%.
So this is what you do on a Sunday, like cute little photos. And then the next one is him like on his side with the hood up, all curled up on the couch. Like
what, I've moved from the couch to the bed or something?
Something like moved from the couch to the bed. I mean, this is what I post. This is, I mean, me and Tom Brady have something in common.
Yeah, so everyone was like, this is a young woman trying to get her crush's attention.
Do you think he was
vibes.
like, do you think he was trying to get Alex Earl's attention? He was like, this is what the kids are doing today?
I don't know. Raina, I have so much to say. So Tom Brady's Instagram stories have been such a treat. So the day that...
It's so boomer.
Right after Giselle got married, he posted a selfie, and the song was the suicide hotline song from the suicide awareness song with the phone number from Logic.
And by the way,
it just said, yup. And he's just, people were like, someone please check on Tom Brady. Like this song with a selfie after his wife just got remarried, like he's not well.
Like anybody else, I'd be like, that's funny. Like he ate with that, but you know, he just like means it. Like he's not trying to be funny. I don't think he could be funny if he wanted to be.
Okay, so he is being funny. Last night, he posted this. It's just a picture of him and it says, all right, the couch day is over, laughing emoji. He's playing into it. Okay. He's in on the joke.
You think one of his kids was like, Dad, you gotta do something different.
And then his story last night, it's down. You'll never believe what it was. You'll never believe what his story was last night. Ask me anything. Tom Brady. Ask me anything about the Super Bowl. Ask me anything.
Get the fuck out of here. I feel like I cannot appropriately explain to you like how crazy this is to me. Like the most famous athlete / person alive. Ask me anything like it's me on a plane.
You know what's funny? Sometimes people will be in the comments and be like, Raina, he's not the most famous athlete in the world.
I mean, top 3?
in the United States, because other countries don't have football. Like I think of like soccer player, but in the United States,
if you remove
LeBron,
soccer,
Tom Brady, like he's one of the greatest football players of all time. He probably is. I bet he's the greatest football player of all time. Don't you think? I mean,
of course.
Who else would be?
So number one football. Okay. Other than that, I would say Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, LeBron James.
That's a deep cut.
But like of the most famous athletes.
You're right. No, you are right.
No, I mean golf is not really a sport. Okay. But like it is a sport. Like
Hulk Hogan. Okay. So Raina, the Ask Me Anything. The Rock. The Ask Me Anything heard around the world, and he said he was doing a vlog.
Being serious?
I'm dead serious. Did I screenshot it? And
did he answer any of them? Did he post
he's
a question
doing a
box?
vlog. He's doing a vlog, but 15 million followers. Tom Brady. How could he even get through the questions? Like Shashank was like, do a question. I'm like, I was trying to think of something funny. I'm like, he'll never see it.
Are you embarrassed by this?
I mean,
that's what I would write.
Here it is.
There's a real question slide. A Super Bowl AMA. Anything from travel to media, food/family. What?
Like I was like, it's the thought of it to think of Beyonce, specifically Beyonce, because she's also a robot level of like a perfect specimen kind of person. Taylor Swift, I actually could see an AMA, but you'll never get to them all. Like
you know,
like Beyonce posting "Ask Me Anything." Like my mind explodes when I think about it. But
it's just, it feels so beneath them, and it doesn't feel cute. Like they're just like one of us. I don't even do Ask Me Anythings. I feel like I get scared. I feel like I get scared of them. Like I would be scared of what people would ask me.
They make time fly on a plane like nothing else.
Well, you know my favorite thing on a plane, and I haven't done this in a while, is just tell me a secret. And okay, so I haven't done it in a while, and I love just like tell me a secret because our audience tells me the craziest shit with their whole chest. I don't do anonymous. Like I'm just like, tell me some stuff, and people are like, I'm cheating on my husband. Yes, sis. Like the only ones I've ever seen that are crazier than mine are Harry Jowsey's, and people tell him the wildest shit I've ever seen.
It's unbelievable. Allie Colbert used to do it. People would tell her crazy stuff. Like it is.
You remember that day though?
Got stuff to get off their chest.
One time I was doing one, and you were like, you used ChatGPT for this answer, and I was like, I really did. Like it was so obvious.
All your answers were so in your voice, and then one was like completely AI. I was like, girl, just stop if you're tired. Just say it.
It did sound like I tapped Esther Perel for
forcing you to do this. You don't have to cheat on your homework. Just stop doing it. Okay,
I'll be doing more.
So Tom Brady, I think he's in on the joke, and I mean, we'll see. You know, it's. I wonder how he feels this weekend. This would be the first time the Patriots are in the Super Bowl since he's not on the team. I think. I'm pretty certain he's only retired a couple years ago when he was on the Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
which he won a Super Bowl with them. But anyway, so let's talk about Super Bowl food.
I'm so excited. The Super Bowl is my Super Bowl in terms of foods. I have parties every single year. You asked me yesterday if I was going to have a party, and I was like, what?
Raina, you were like, why would I? Why don't you? I'm like, because you have one every year. What the fuck is this? And I debated going, and I just don't think I have the strength. And it is going to be in LA next year. Yeah. So wherever we live, I would love to come back for it. I mean, I love SoFi.
Wherever we live.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if we do move away from LA, we're going to want to come back, and that'll be a perfect excuse to come back. So I don't think I'm going to go. I mean, you know, maybe catch me in San Francisco, but I don't think I'm going. So you're going to host a party. And I think we should rank top 3 best Super Bowl apps. And I'm really excited to hear your, like, thoughts. We can, like, ping pong our favorites back and forth.
I get, like, really carried away every year. I do, like, themes and tablecloths and balloons, and I get, like, really into it. Super Bowl food is my favorite food because it's just like hot mush, it's dips, it's sliders, it's sandwiches.
So there are foods I eat one time a year, and it's at the Super Bowl. And at the Super Bowl, I don't want food that I eat other times. So I don't want guacamole. I eat avocado every single day.
No
salsa guacamole, too healthy for me.
Okay.
I only want to treat my body like shit. And I want to feel like shit, and that's it's the Super Bowl of cheat days for me.
Totally. And okay, I'm gonna take this a step further. I don't want a charcuterie board on Super Bowl Sunday.
Exactly, charcuterie boards
too fancy
for girls' nights. Don't give me a charcuterie board.
If it is like thinly shaved aged meats, I don't want it.
Absolutely not. My number 1 Super Bowl app is buffalo chicken dip. If there is not buffalo chicken dip there, I'm not going.
I'm leaving. That is the undisputed answer. That is the number. Somebody 2 years ago at my house, this girl who we are no longer friends with, she was like, I make the best buffalo dip.
No.
It's unbelievable. It was inedible. Also, buffalo chicken dip, you don't need to be doing a bunch of stuff. It's just like ranch dressing, sour cream, buffalo chicken, Frank's Red Hot. Did I say ranch? I did. Ranch. You could sprinkle blue cheese on top if you want, and I put cheddar on top, bake it. You could sprinkle blue cheese.
So I think can we do that this year because we have the Instapot?
Of course,
me and Shashank. Can we make it? What? You wanted to make it?
I always want to make it.
I didn't know you always made it. Okay, sorry.
always
You
make
fucking make it. Sorry. All right. But no, like buffalo chicken dip, that's the only time I'm eating it in the year.
I will eat. I'll order it on the menu at a bar.
Oh, you'll eat at a bar. Yeah, I guess so. I'm just like, this is my night. Okay, so that's an elite. Second is the same thing, pigs in a blanket.
That's my number 2 also.
Oh my God, we're so aligned.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
You get Pillsbury little crescent rolls, you roll them up, and then I roll them in everything bagel seasoning.
Everything bagel seasoning. Say less.
That's it.
Queen.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say something controversial. I don't expect anybody to agree with me. Wings aren't for me.
Raina,
they make
no
me
one
sick.
needs to be eating wings in someone's home.
Thank you.
Wings are a disaster, and they are not meant to be consumed in a place where you don't know where you're sitting. Wings are to sit at a table with a napkin dispenser.
Thank you so much.
No, wings in your home? Wings in the home. It's the number one food. Wings and salsa are like the number one Super Bowl foods. I was looking this up. Like, you need a sturdy bar table and wet naps. You don't need to get
You're not hunching over a coffee table and
like,
eating wings in my house.
Exactly. Like, you don't even know where you're going to sit, and you're going to get a plate of wings. What are you going to do? Wipe your hand on someone's couch?
Somebody asked me if they could bring their kid into my house, and I said maybe. I said put it into a cage if you have to. Listen, I have a lot of like feelings about food in general. I don't like to work to eat my food that much. It's too much like bones and skin and gristle. It makes me sick. It's gross. I don't want it. Somebody tried to bring wings to my house 2 years ago. Also, that's the thing. People always want to bring stuff over, and I'm like, I'm not trying to have you be cooking in my house. Would you try to cook at my house that you want to bread that?
I want to do that boars and cheese. I abandoned it.
I don't want people cooking at my house.
Yeah, like get out of the kitchen. Well, Shashank though, last year for the Eagles, he did those Philly cheesesteak sliders, and they were bomb. And he did have to finish them at your house, but he's like he's the family. You can't come over third tier friend. Can I use your oven? No.
I mean,
use your oven.
It's you and Shashank. That's it.
Get chafing dishes and bring it over here.
Not even you, really, just Shashank.
Just Shashank, yeah. Okay, so my third is something that I do have year round, but I also needed at the Super Bowl. It's queso.
Okay, it wasn't on my list, but dips in general, we will talk about queso.
Spinach artichoke, like.
I always make a spinach artichoke and a buffalo dip. Those are like my first two. But we'll talk about Super Bowl menus. I don't want like 100 dips because like I just feel sick. Like you want I do want food.
Yeah,
I want to be able to consume food.
And just to close the loop on the wings, I mean, boneless wings and tenders, yes.
Give me a chicken finger.
Take a bite. But I mean, a boneless wing is, I
want food that can sit out for a long time also. Totally. And chicken tenders, nothing fried sits out.
And that's why the case for no guac. And guacamole and avocado is my favorite foods. Don't get it twisted. I eat avocado most days, but it starts to get brown. Mm-hmm. We don't need it.
We're so aligned about this stuff.
Okay.
I do want some kind of food. It can be a couple different things. I go loaded nachos. I think those are easy enough.
They just sit out too long.
They do get like hard. You got to take them out and eat them right away. But I do like them.
Totally.
You got to load each one up though. Like I don't want it dispersed in a way that I can't get like a bunch of stuff on every bite.
Yeah.
And then I like any kind of slider. So
sliders,
if you want to do, I've done barbecue pulled pork. I've done pulled chicken also. It's just a lot of work sometimes. So if you can just split a thing of buns in half and load up like ham, cheese, like baste them on the top with some butter and garlic, put them in the onion, let people just tear them.
Yeah. Kate and Chad for the New Year's party did the ham and cheese and spicy mustard. And we used to do those when we tailgated in college, like every game day. So I'm down with them and they're easy to eat. Like I just grabbed one, nothing's dripping.
I like Italian sliders, and those are easy to make. You just go get a bunch of cold cuts. I think I'm going to do those this year. I'm going to just do like with grinder sauce, hoagie on the top.
I mean, I love pizza any day, but I don't need it Super Bowl. I eat it every day.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about chili?
I love chili. Serve it with bowls. Adults can handle themselves. But yeah, I don't know. I could take it or leave it, but I do like a chili, and give me some Fritos.
Okay, what do you feel about
thick ones to fucking scoop up?
I love Fritos.
A chili scooped up in one of those giant corn chips.
I'm thinking my menu this year: buffalo chicken, spinach artichoke dip. We'll do some of and pigs in the blanket. I'm thinking Italian little sliders, and I'm thinking white chicken chili.
I love that.
Okay, do you like white chicken chili?
Yeah,
I don't. I like it. I like it more than
I'm going to say no.
I know. I
want dark.
I can tell you weren't into it.
Yeah. I can tell
do you go Manhattan clam chowder or New England?
White.
Do you know the difference?
Chowder.
White is New England. White chowder, but not white chicken chili. I don't know. My white chicken chili, I put
it's gonna be great.
I put poblano peppers in it and like green chilies and Shashank will support
white
me
chicken
on
chili
this.
and a buffalo chicken dip, two things, and
one's a dip, one's a soup.
Okay, so do we have our power ranking? Buffalo chicken dip, pigs in a blanket, what's the
Sliders?
number 3 slide? Okay.
Sliders.
What slider? Meat slider.
A meat slider.
Meat slider. Okay. Those are the top 3 Super Bowl apps.
Oh, let me ask you a question. Deviled eggs.
They're always welcome.
Doesn't get me hard.
Okay. Here's what I do want. Something in a football.
Always. Well, I put chips in a football.
But you show up with a football cake? Fuck yes. Football cake. That's my 3rd slot. Something sweet. Listen, that's my 3rd.
I will say though, you slice an egg in half, you make a deviled egg that does kind of look like a football, and then you could like use little cornichons or something.
100% football deviled eggs. Catch me on Sunday.
I don't know. I think people get really hard for deviled eggs, and I don't. I know that people love them. We make them every year at your like college at your Christmas party. Like
I've just had so many in my life. I don't need them. You know, like I'm never going to see a deviled egg at a party unless it really has something crazy on it, like crab or caviar, whatever it is, and think I'm missing out. I've had so many. I've hit my quota.
I put it, it's so mushy in my mouth. I just don't care about it. Okay. So we want to just suggest, because I think it's really daunting every year I do the Super Bowl party. Yeah. So if you guys are like, I want to make food for 8 to 10 people, I want to like real Super Bowl foods, we have an app for that.
Yeah. So we talked about this a couple weeks ago. This is my husband Shashank's app that he built from scratch. It is called Kitchen Sink. You can find it in the App Store, Kitchen Sink Recipe Builder, but it'll come up if you type in Kitchen Sink. And it's so cool. He's adding all these features. I can't tell you everything about it today, but it is just so easy. You go in, you can put in what you have in your kitchen or not. It will build recipes around the ingredients that you have, or it'll give you a shopping list for stuff that you want to go out and buy. You can do literally anything. You can do cocktails in here. You can do charcuterie boards. I put in charcuterie board because I'm not great at making them. And the way that it laid out, even how to present it, and you get 3 options: basic, classic, and creative, which is essentially easy, intermediate, and advanced. So I just put in buffalo chicken dip for 8 people, and it spit out my 3 options. So the basic is a speedy buffalo chicken bake. I mean, limited 5 ingredients. 5 ingredients, like 6 steps, super easy. The classic is what I think I would go with: hearty baked buffalo chicken dip. And then the creative is spicy bacon ranch buffalo dip. So it gives you 3 options. And if you don't like those, you can go back in and do it again. And the app is so easy to use. People are having so much fun with it. And this is the perfect opportunity to try it out.
Yeah, I love it. And also you can write, like, I have XYZ ingredients, so leave that off the shopping list. I mean,
your allergies, restrictions, if you have people, they'll work around those as well.
Kids.
Yes. And then you can save them, you can share them, and you have them all in your library. You can change the color theme of the app, which is really fun. But it's just really great. So it's in the App Store, Kitchen Sink, and you know, he did this all on his own, and we just love it, and we're like helping him promote it because it's like it's this no better time. And I'm getting all these messages from like, this is what I needed. I'm cooking with this at home, and me and my partner are making this, or I made these things for my kids, or I'm meal prep with it. I'm so proud of him, and can't wait to see what we whip up on Sunday.
So Kitchen Sink, and then just like Thanksgiving, when you tag me, if you guys use the recipes from this, tag us, let us know, tag Kitchen Sink.
Yes.
Tag me. I just want to see what you guys are making for the Super Bowl in general, and you guys are so, listen, if you make charcuterie boards, like just tag me. I want to see everything, please.
And the Instagram for that is Kitchen Sink Community. And this is brand new, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with the Instagram over time and like reposting people's stuff. So Kitchen Sink Community on Instagram. That's my one plug for the day.
All right, well, let's do some headlines, and then we'll send you guys off into your week.
Okay, we have a Luigi Mangione update. So the courts have decided he is not going to get the death penalty, which was a slap in the face to Pam Bondi and the administration, who were using him as an example of we have to kill him. It's just so inhumane, but you know, that's who they are.
So a federal judge in New York dismissed the federal murder and firearm charges that made him eligible for the death penalty.
But more importantly, someone tried to break him out of jail.
So this is hysterical. It's a 36-year-old man from Minnesota. His name is Mark Anderson, and he shows up and basically claimed to be an FBI agent. He told jail officials he had a court order to release Mangione from custody. Okay,
crazy.
So jail staff is like, all right, can we see your credentials? So instead of like a real ID, he showed them the his Minnesota driver's license.
Okay.
And then he had all these bizarre items in his bag. He had a barbecue fork and a pizza cutter. And he just sort of threw these documents at the officers. And so they did not release Mangione, and they detained this guy on the spot, charged him with impersonating a federal agent. This guy like rolled up and was like, I'm here to release Mangione.
Yeah. And he probably, honestly, his intentions were better than our real federal agents. Yeah. So, you know, more power to him. The pizza cutter, not the pizza cutter.
Bust him out with the pizza cutter.
So yeah, I mean, that's your Luigi update. We're always going to tell you what's going on with him. And just another quick update. We mentioned the heated rivalry lookalike contest that Raina missed because of the blizzard in New York, but they did reschedule it and they had it. And tons of people turned out. This was in New York. And they crowned a couple winners. There's a $50 on the line. That is
Go brunch.
Raina, we should host some of these and just give better prizes. I mean, I know that they're just for fun, but I just think Girls Gotta Eat should do some.
I mean, I'll do a heated rivalry one every weekend.
So 25-year-old Ryan Heffernan took home the crown for most resembling Shane Hollander, and 28-year-old Tyler Gall won for the Ilya Rozanov.
I mean, they look so much like that.
Yeah, it says the win wasn't surprising. It sounds like they walked up and they were like, that's you or them. They were saying random people were taking photos of them. Heffernan said, I was very confident. I came here alone because I knew I was going to win. That's who won Shane Hollander, but that's Ilya energy.
But Ilya, actually, the guy who won Ilya, his girlfriend was like, you just got to go.
So the guy that won Ilya is not as good as the guy who won for Shane. The fact that guy was like, I know I'm going to win. That show came out and he was like, I'm ready for the lookalike contest.
Okay. There has been a massive new release of documents in the Epstein case. There's 3 million pages of records, including emails, photos, videos, court files released. I mean, we're never going to get the real stuff. So much of this is redacted.
They put some out, then they tried to withdraw. I mean, they're just a fucking mess. The DOJ is a hot mess, but people are like, there's a whistleblower in there. I mean, I just don't listen, I don't want to get too dark with it. I can't believe this. I have no words for how sick this child sex trafficking ring is and the people that were involved in it. Donald Trump's name is in the 40,000 times. He's fucking friends with this guy. He was involved in all of this among all other people. Lock them all up. I can't believe people still support him and others who were so clearly involved in this. I thought this would be our line. I thought child abuse, rape would be our fucking line.
Hundreds of alive victims are out here saying this happened. And we're like, let's protect this dead guy.
I get too hot talking about it and I just don't have the appropriate words. I'm so angry. I'm so disgusted. I'm like, what are we doing with it? Is anything going to be done here? And then what they're saying, right? Shashank gets very deep on Twitter and conspiracy theories, but there is someone that has come out that claims to be a witness of them taking Jeffrey Epstein out of the jail and swapping him with someone else. And they're saying he's alive. And they're saying he's in Israel. But that could just be Raina. That's what people are saying. He's on Epstein Island or he's in Israel. What? But I was like,
anything is true. I mean, it's just,
but it makes sense that people don't think that guy just killed himself.
Well, no, he was killed. Obviously, he was killed.
No, they're saying they swapped him.
Maybe, but the last logical conclusion here is that he killed himself. He was either killed
100%.
or taken out of there.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting. Everyone's trading blows and all this stuff comes out and everyone's like, it wasn't me. Elon Musk, there was an email basically where he said let me know when you have the wildest party. And he was like, I didn't do that. Bill Gates, there's some emails to indicate that he got STDs and then he was slipping his wife antibiotics for the STDs. I mean, we're just never going to know the truth about any of this.
But I don't know. I don't want to brush it off like that. I'm like, that's so obvious. These people are all over this.
Yeah, we know the truth. I'm just saying, no one's going to cop to this.
You shouldn't be able to go through the world. You should be banned from society, Donald Trump, but nevertheless have a job, nevertheless be the fucking president.
Of course.
No, and his they're out here being it's not a crime to party with Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, kinda.
Kind of. This is all sort of character witness stuff. I mean, it's not great.
Anyway.
All right. Well, we'll end on a wonderful person in the world who added so much joy. And Catherine O'Hara died at the age of 71. I mean, this actress, what an icon, a lifelong actress who just embodied so many roles and brought so much joy to the world. And we just loved her so much.
I know. I mean, I would say Home Alone and Beetlejuice were my two favorite movies growing up, and they still are. And then again, Schitt's Creek. I mean, I'm talking about her older work, but she's just such an incredible actor and person. And I loved seeing all the tributes to her. Macaulay Culkin wrote something really special, and they did a SNL tribute to her. And I didn't know this. They said she was a one-time cast member who quit the show after 1 week. She was hired to be a cast member on season 6 of SNL, but she lasted 1 week. She resigned before appearing in a single episode, which aired between 1980 and 1981, so she could continue to perform as a cast member on the Canadian comedy sketch show.
Wow.
And then she returned, and I love this, and then full circle was a host in 1991 and 1992.
She just embodied, I mean, the character in Beetlejuice, she plays Delia Dietz. I mean, it's such an iconic character. It's so like, it's so outside of the realm of anything I've ever seen. And truly, I feel that Schitt's Creek's one of my favorite shows. Moira Rose is one of the greatest, not just characters of that show, one of the greatest characters I've ever
100%.
seen. And, you know, to me, it is up there with like Michael Scott, Tony Soprano, Carrie Bradshaw. Like the characters that she embodied in that show was just a once in a lifetime type of character. I'll always remember it. And I mean, just what a life.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Catherine O'Hara. Thanks for all you contributed to the world. It's like, it doesn't even feel real. I don't know. But that is your snack, you guys. You can check us out at girlsgottaeat.com. But, you know, more importantly, RainaGreenberg.com for her tour tickets.
You guys come to the second show in Minneapolis next week. It's Wednesday night, February 11th. The second show is not sold out. And I just want to like bring joy to your lives. So that's on the table next week. Please come.
Okay.
RainaGreenberg.com.
Yes, I am Ash Hess on Instagram and TikTok. Download Kitchen Sink on the App Store. Yes. Subscribe on YouTube. Share this episode with a friend. And we hope you guys enjoy your Super Bowl weekend.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Bye.